Hi guys, Elliot here, back with my final play and explain. I think before Christmas. Um, at least I think it'll be my last one, but I'll see how we go. I hope everyone's looking forward to the festive period. I hope the year has been good to you. Now let's get into a few hands. This month has been pretty tough so far, actually. I'll either go through the results at the end of this video, or I'll just post them onto YouTube. But yeah, since I came back from my break, like my red line has just been tanking massively, which is usually just a sign of like passivity, which is a problem or a leak that I can have sometimes when I do take breaks. So it is what it is. But I've looked into it, so hopefully we've sort of corrected it now. I think especially in this pool, 50 zoom, where people are either like super aggro or super nitty. 10-4's close. I think with the tight big blind will open it. So yeah, you've just got to be like really just making sure that you're sort of taking all your spots. On the left here, the king nine, I think we can range bet, and we'll just do it this time. And on the ace king four, we're going to overbet or check. Actually, having the four here, I do like overbet, basically blocking his strongest hands, and he's just going to really struggle to defend against this, so I think it's fine. It might even be one that we can go all the way with if he does call, barring a spade run out. And I think I will go all the way now. The six doesn't change too much. We've polarized ourselves quite a lot on the flop here. So I actually think I like another barrel here. Again, just blocking fours, and he's just going to really struggle to defend. See how this goes. Open up the ace 10 here. And we will 4-bet this one. And we get the absolute dream river here. So I think we're just going to jam. Nothing else really to do. Easy fold now on the left. Nice, so we just stationed us off. Probably not the guy to bluff if he's going to cool down with just the a7 off there, which I guess it's fine in theory. But I think you want to be a bit careful, especially against pool. Not that many in the pool are really using the overbet sizes anyway. But yeah, turning 30 years old on Christmas Day. And the worst part is, as I was sort of like preparing this video, I put my head down like this, looked in the camera. Fucking lose my hair, boys. We'll min raise versus the fish here. I was like, damn, look at that. Really fucked up. So yeah, this is the first sign that I'm sort of getting old. The hair hasn't turned grey yet, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, I might have to get really good at poker so I can afford the the Turkish hair treatment. Yeah, we'll see how we go. That 10-4 hand, I'm going to look into a bit more. I might actually post in the comments afterwards whether that's just a total punt or not. Obviously, we got super lucky on the river. But I think having the four, we just block a lot of his strong hands, and I would usually expect villains to like overfold in that line. Let me see if I can actually get it up here again. Let's go up over here. Actually, can I do it this way? I'll find it afterwards, or maybe at the end of the video, just so we can see whether it's a complete punt or not. 3-bet the ace king off here. Get the cold caller, which we see a lot. 10-10 deuce, pretty interesting board. Multi-way, these are always a bit weird. Versus these small sizes, I need to think about whether we want to raise or not. I don't think we actually have any equity well, we're behind, I think, both ranges here. I think it's going to be very pocket pair heavy. But I think with the ace king, we can just take our equity and try and hit an ace or a king on turn and river. A7 off here will call. Okay. Easy fold now. So versus what looks like a range bet here, we're certainly not folding with the ace of diamonds. I think we can raise this combo or call. I actually prefer call. I think, yeah, the button range is quite wide, and often with the ace of diamonds, we are ahead anyway. I don't think we raised this one too much. We did roll a 5, but I think I'm just going to keep things simple. Again, we're going to have Jack X that wants to raise, strong draws, stuff like that. And now we'll fold. I think that's fine. Again, could still easily be ahead, but when we're out of position, we just sort of really lack the visibility on rivers. On the left here, I think this hand will make quite a nice overbet here. We're pretty polarized. Our trip's going to want to overbet. All of our values are going to want to overbet here, really. So I think this is fine. Hopefully he's trying and fold out some ace highs and stuff that he checks back. Again, like I always say in these videos, when they check back flop like that, ranges are often quite unbalanced and weak. On the a6 deuce here, would simplify to a range bet against somebody who I've got tagged as a weaker player. Although I'm not sure this guy is actually. I'm actually going to remove the label. But yeah, so plans for Christmas, going home with the family for a couple of days and going up to see my girlfriend's family too. And then, yeah, once we got that over with, celebrate New Year's with some friends and then straight back onto the grind. Let's go open to 4 big blinds. We'll tag him and we're just going to fold here. So ace-4 deuce is a board that we want to do some checking on. I think with this combo, I was going to keep it simple and just bet small. I think this is fine. Again, I think these weaker players just they sort of struggle to defend appropriately. This guy's raised massive, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, it's just a pretty clear fold. I guess that's the downside of betting with hands where you sort of want to see turns and rivers. On the left here, this guy's a nit, so I'm just going to fold. King, queen, off fold. 5 deuce fold. Yeah, I've generally been quite lucky. That's like when recording these videos, again against this nit here, we're just going to fold. Yeah, recording these videos, every time I've recorded one, I've sort of had enough action on the tables where I haven't had to record or anything like that, which has been really nice. Because sometimes, if the action's a bit dead, I don't necessarily want to just post like a super boring video. Although you guys might think they're boring anyway, but it's what it is. 9-8 we can mix here. We'll 3-bet this time for the stream, for the video. 5-6 again. I think small frequency 3-bet against again somebody who I've got labelled as a bit of a tighter player. We're just going to call. Sevens will call. Versus the range bet here, which obviously we're going to see a lot. There's just not much we can do with this hand, so it's just a clear fold. Versus the super small bet here looks like 25%. I don't think we can start folding sevens. Issue with these hands now is that when we do get to like turns and rivers again, you just want to try and avoid at these stakes this guessing game as much as possible. But people generally seem to play face up, but there are some. So like in terms of the pool, you have like aggro players, nits, then you have like a slither of good players in between. So this guy he's betting, c-betting quite a lot, but not barreling many turns. I think I'm just going to let this one go. Again, if we call, we're only really comfortable if we hit a 7 on the river. So cool, I think calling here would just be a complete red line burn, especially when we're against early positions. Their range is much tighter. Versus button, I think it's a much clearer call. And you can think about bluff catching rivers too, depending on size. But yeah, I think we're up to like 230 odd subscribers now, guys, which is great. I think I will start to do a Twitch stream next year. I think that'd be really cool. Pocket Kings here will squeeze. And we're just going to get it in. Start the checkout position on the right. Don't mind betting it. The queen's pretty interesting. Let's see if we can hold on the left. I think we'll just check again. I think we just have enough showdown value. And again, we'll check, and I think it's going to check call river. Okay. Oh, we didn't win that pot. Oh, we chopped. Okay. Ace jack off open. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, to all you guys who have subscribed, thank you very, 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 very much. Much appreciated. It'll be interesting to see how far we can take this if people are enjoying the content. I'm aware that constantly releasing Play and Explains might not be the most entertaining thing, especially when you have guys like Jarrett and like loads of like great streamers out there like CG2 who are doing this kind of thing. Ace 8 here, we can mix in sometimes. Yeah, like Jarrett and those guys. So yeah, I think we'll start mixing things up soon with some other content. So the king hits us quite nicely, but ace jack I don't think wants to start bluffing here. Even multi-way, we do have some showdown. Ace jack here versus the short stack. We don't really want to get jammed on. If we do... Okay, so we've got a limp run to go as well. Okay, we'll just call this one. Fold the ace jack. Yeah, so we'll start mixing up the content with some other stuff too. And yeah, we'll take it from there, see where it takes us, but definitely looking forward to 2023 for sure. King 3 here is going to be a pure call. And also, guys, like if you're in the pool and watch the videos, let me know. It's always nice to know who's watching and who's not. Queen 5. King 3 here. I don't think this combo wants to get into a bluffing range. Obviously, we'd prefer to have a club, a jack. I can think of a lot of hands we want to have before this one. So we'll check. And sometimes win at showdown. But not very often. But yeah, thinking about maybe doing some fitness stuff. But the issue with that is the whole fitness, like the fitness industry generally, and like fitness YouTube and all of that stuff is very like oversaturated. So there's very low barrier to entry, but like lots of content out there. So I'm not necessarily sure that's the one, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Versus small blinds here. We're going to start with check. Guy's pretty tight. A shack off will fold. And now I'm just going to make a pretty easy fold against him. I think this range is pretty, like, not strong obviously, but a lot of pocket pair heavy stuff like that. There's not much junk in that range basically. Threes here. We can sometimes mix into an open. This guy here is pretty aggressive. We've got a nit in a big blind. We'll open it this time. Trying to stay away from the RNG as much as possible at the moment, and just sort of make my decisions based on other factors first. Jack 7 will fold. Yeah, so yeah, move away from the RNG because I think at these stages it's just not necessary. Like there's enough. It's like your opponents aren't really playing anywhere near GTO, nor am I, obviously. So it just doesn't really make too much sense, I don't think. Ace Jack, I think, is pure call. King 6-8, not the best board for us. I think we can peel versus a quarter, 30%. Yeah, I think this is close but fine. Pretty interesting turn. He should be doing a lot of checking here. Okay. It's pretty clear fold now. I like his size for what it's worth. Don't know how many bluffs are in that range, but nice size. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys would sort of like to see as well, just sort of like let me know. Because right now I'm sort of brainstorming ideas and stuff like that. Ace enough will fold pure. A6, don't mind mixing into a 4-bet some of the time. Do anything with it here. I think we'll just fold this time. Yeah, I want to do more podcasts, get more people on. Really just more people who can share their expertise. There's a lot of good stuff out there at the moment. And it's not all doom and gloom like the media and stuff would have us believe. King Queen suited here. We're going to 3-bet. Queen Deuce will open small versus fish. Queen 6-4, so Queen Deuce specifically probably wants to do quite a lot of checking here. Against somebody I perceive as a weaker player, I think I'm just going to start with a bet. The 8 doesn't change too much. Some 2-pair comes in. My size here will be sort of big bets or checks. I think B75 or over bet. Queen Deuce now just wants to check. I can check call pretty comfortably. I also think a lot of villains make more mistakes versus check in this line than if we were to overbet or even B75. 96 might away here will call. I don't think we want to build in any raises with this combo, but yeah, easy call. Jack 9 gets there, but we'll check. Check, check, okay. Let's see what he had. Probably some kind of mergy hand. Okay, not too bad. 10-7 of diamonds, which I think is reasonably played from villain, to be fair. We can build in some check raise. Fold versus short stack on the left. We can build in some check raise here, but we did start multi-way, so I'm just going to call. I think we'll check raise turn. do it this time. I think the 7's slightly better for us, and if the flush does come to, we don't want to get paid. Downside is he can call with his better flush draws. Queen 5-4, start with check. And nice, we get the fold. Once we've checked flop, I don't really see a reason to open the betting here. Versus a nit here, I think we can just open small. And versus the half pot size, pretty interesting. Blind on block. I think I'll just call this one. I think his range is still super wide, and he seems like kind of an aggressive player. I think this is fine. King 7, okay, nice hand. You see some guys blind, big blind versus blind, not really overdoing it. Maybe that's a bit of a loose call, but there's value. I'm not saying you should call down just to see what people have, but there is some value in seeing what, you know, Villain's getting there with. Ace 9 off. Ace 4's close here. I think it's fold. Guy's tighter as well. 7-5 deuce. Again, ace 9. It's right borderline, but it's one of the hands where we don't really get better to fold. Or worse to call. King 8 of diamonds will open on this table. Again, ace 9 I think just checks. I do like playing overbet or check on these boards. I think King 8 really just wants to check. When he checks, snap checks like that, we could probably start throwing in some small bets for a bit of value in denial. But I think it's like check again. And calling rivers now. Okay, now I think we've got a clear value bet. I still get called by some 10x here, some 9x. I could still have some aces as well. Top pairs, but I think we'll just bet. I expect him to. I don't know, he can actually check and like a weak ace back 3 times there. 10-8 off will open again with some min raise versus fish. And c-bet versus fish. Okay. I actually like barrel on this turn. Trying to fold out some like 5x, stuff like that. Deuce X. Now, I think when the flush completes, we check it back versus a fish who's going to be sticky anyway. We don't always really want to try and bluff them, and also the properties of our hand I think are just terrible to bluff. Go for another like 5 minutes here. On this table with a couple of weaker players will open. And ace queen clear open. 7-8 deuce. We can bet or check. Against a weaker player here, I'm just going to bet. Oh crap. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. The button just came out. Ace queen suited, too good to want to fold here. To 4-bet even. We want to see flop, so we'll call. King 5 check now. And we will be bluffing that river. The king high board is just very bad for us in 3-bet pots. His range should be polarized, but I think ace queen without spades or hearts just gets into fold. And when he's bet 90%, 75%, I think we just fold. Ace 9. King 8's close. Guy seems pretty active, so we'll just flick it in versus min. Interesting board here. Double gutter. This guy is opening 8.6% of hands. What's going to fold? I think it's cool. Okay. He'll let us know if he's got an ace now, that's for sure. I guess versus the small bet, I mean, how out of line is he getting here? Could he be doing this with a hand like ace jack, something like that? I guess we'll call and then just fold rivers. Oh, ace jack could be straight anyway. Okay, wow. Looks like it's being pretty out of line there. He had queen deuce. Oh, what happened there? What I'll do actually is sit out now and then just quickly run through that spot in GTO Wizard with the fours, see whether it was a massive punt or not. Won't get too technical with it, but we'll just see sort of what the solver wants to do. Oh shit, sit out here. We could play in the big blind here, but it looks like he's a bit deeper. So queen 6-5. This hand really wants to check, which will do. And again, I think they'll start to make more mistakes against check. King, probably slightly better for us than for them, but tens probably go into a block or check size, I'd imagine, but I'm not going to be betting it. And now I think we have a clear value bet for a block. Okay, this player had like flops like or turned quads against the other day. I think she's a streamer as well, which is pretty interesting. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at that 10-4 hand. If I can get GTO Wizard up. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working for some reason. How the hell do I get it up? Okay. Guys, how do I get it up? Someone tell me. Oh, it looks like my computer's completely frozen. All right, guys. I'll wrap that one up there. Everyone, I hope you enjoy the time with your families, your brothers, your sisters, your friends. And yeah, enjoy Christmas. Eat lots, drink lots, and we will be ready to smash it in the new year. And I'll see you on the next one and in 2023. Bye-bye.